Welcome students, I am Dr. Narendra Kumar and you are watching my YouTube channel AgriWorld. Today we will discuss on shape of plant pathogenic bacteria with suitable examples of plant bacterial disease. Among bacterial world, two types shape are common and very popular. These are the Bacillus and second is Coccus. Actually, Coccus represent to the circular structure, right? Whereas Bacillus represent to rod structure. In Greek language, Bacillus means rod. Bacillus means rod. You can see here. These two shapes may rearranged and made several type another shapes. You can see in this picture several type shapes are pictured with suitable bacterial examples. Coccus, Bacillus, and Spiral are main, but their modification or rearranged shapes are also pictured in this slide. Watch and note carefully with example. Dear student, this lecture is ready for agriculture student especially. So we will focus on plant pathogenic bacterial shapes. Bacillus shapes is very common and popular among plant pathogenic bacteria. Some exceptions are available among plant pathogenic bacteria which show variability to Bacillus shape, right? Now it is necessary to know about plant pathogenic bacteria. Those don't have rod shape. Here, don't make confusion. Bacillus means rod. Get it? Because sometime asked question that plant pathogenic bacteria have the shape. Option A rod shape, option B Bacillus shape, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. So Bacillus means rod. So option C is right. Okay. Most popular exception of rod shape plant pathogenic bacteria are Streptomyces. You should know about disease caused by these bacteria. After that we will also discuss about their shapes. Okay, now we are talking Streptomyces. Filamentous thallus and conidia formation are the characteristic feature of fungi, but Streptomyces is the special type bacteria also produce conidia and have filamentous shape. You can see here, this is the filamentous shape, right? This is the filamentous shape and produce conidia in chain. The conidia formation in Streptomyces is basipetal manner. Right? Do you know basipetal manner? When mycelium produce new conidia and another new conidia form on base and old conidia replace upper side, right? You can say every time young conidia produce on mycelium, right, or base. You can say every time young conidia produce on base and old conidia replace upper side. This is the soil borne bacteria. Waxman isolated streptomycin antibiotic from Streptomyces bacteria and got Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1952. This this bacterial antibiotic is effective to TB bacteria, right? Actually, more than 50% antibiotic are produced streptomyces bacteria, right? But we should focus on plant disease. What is the role of streptomyces in plant disease? Scab disease of potato is caused by Streptomyces scabies. Now we discuss on main bacterial plant disease with their causal organism and morphological characteristic features of these bacteria. Five type bacteria like Streptomyces, Erwinia amylora, Ralstonia, Xanthomonas, right? Xanthomonas, 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 and Calavibacter. This is the Calavibacter. So total is the 5 group of bacteria: Calavibacter, Xanthomonas, Ralstonia, Erwinia, and Streptomyces. Right? These 5 bacteria are listed in this slide with disease caused by them. You can see mostly plant pathogenic bacteria are aerobic. Mostly plant pathogenic bacteria are aerobic. Erwinia, except Erwinia. Erwinia is anaerobic bacteria, but Streptomyces, Ralstonia, all species of Xanthomonas, right? All species of Xanthomonas, and also Calavibacter are aerobic, but Erwinia amylora is the anaerobic bacteria. When we talk about gram staining, mostly plant pathogenic bacteria known as gram negative, but some are gram positive. Scab of potato and Tundu disease of wheat caused by Streptomyces and Calavibacter tritici. Respectively, these are the gram positive bacteria. Remaining bacteria of this slide are gram negative. Erwinia, Ralstonia, and all species of Xanthomonas are gram negative. Right? Next morphological character is shape. Right? Mostly plant pathogenic bacteria are rod shaped, but Streptomyces is the filamentous shape. You can also see in this picture. This is the Streptomyces, right? Here, don't make confusion. Shape and form both are different character of bacteria. Someone have L form bacteria. Someone is L form, right? You should know about L form bacteria. They are more sensitive to antibiotic and fail to produce cell wall. Cell wall is the characteristic feature of bacteria. Murin is the main content of bacterial cell wall, but some bacteria don't have cell wall in a specific condition. These are the L-form bacteria. These are more sensitive to antibiotic and fail to produce cell wall. Right? These bacteria are L-form bacteria. L-form bacteria are able to induce plant disease without reversion to the bacterial parents. It means when one time bacterial cell wall disintegrate, right, bacteria convert into alpha form, but this bacteria also able to cause plant disease. Best example is the Corynebacterium and Erwinia. So don't make confusion L form and shape. shape and form both are different, right? Next and last morphological character is flagellation. Mostly plant pathogenic bacteria are monotrichous. Those have single flagellum at one end. Xanthomonas and Calypybacter. Xanthomonas, all species of Xanthomonas and Calypybacter bacteria have the monotrichous flagellation. Streptomyces are such type bacteria, show the resemblance to fungi because these are the filamentous shaped and also produce conidia. They don't have flagellation. Next popular example of cephalotrichus is the Ralstonia. Ralstonia is the wilt causing bacteria in solanaceous plant. These bacteria have bunch of flagella at one end. It means these are the cephalotrichus type bacteria. Now we talk next. In case of fire blight of pear, pathogen of this disease is peritrichus type in flagellation. It means flagella are distributed in all periphery. So this is that over. In this lecture we cover shape of bacteria, especially plant pathogenic bacteria with another morphological character like gram staining, shape already discussed, and flagellation with suitable example. So thank you very much for watching this video.